Oh shoot, I just made a mistake on my thing. Yeah, it's okay. It's 4:20 in the morning. I'm working hard. Yes, I want to clean my house and have it all spotless and clean. That way when they have the coffee and donuts and snacks celebrating the fact that they killed me, you guys can go through my stuff, what's left of it, and pick out little souvenirs. Yeah, so make it real easy by cleaning up. That way I don't step on any dog trees. No, my doggy's good. Anyway, yeah, I just got done cleaning my kitchen. It's 4:24. Now to move on to the next room. Well, kitchen, living room, dining room, and the bathroom. I did everything but wash the toilet. And I think I'm going to celebrate with a nice hot shower here shortly. Yeah, maybe put a movie on it. Ooh, you know the perfect movie to watch would be? Ooh, that movie with Tom Hanks. The News, where he delivers the news. I can't remember the title of it offhand. But he delivers the news. He drives around and he reads the newspaper. All these people who have been, not educated enough to read. Yeah, the miners, the people going out finding the ore that's worth all the money. Yeah, those guys. Pat Mules. He educates them on what's going on. And he demonstrates in the movie. Riley, come and see Daddy. Want a treat? Come here, you gotta come here for it. Come on. He knows not to come in the kitchen. I have to go get him. Let's go find him. Let's look around at what I did. Transmission. Ooh, the stove's all clean. Ooh, yeah. All these potato chips. Who wants to have a party? Look at Matt exactly out the spread. Yes, my old lady's programmed all those utensils. We rarely cook. Yeah, still haven't done anything with the bacon grease. There's my little recycle. Cleaned right up. Yeah, all easy. That way, those buns are for the birds. Riley, come on. We'll come play. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah, you want to play. Yes, he wants to play. Yes, you see Daddy's all excited. Do you gotta go outside and go potty? Is that what you're telling me? Wanna go outside? Speak. Alright, you don't have to speak. They're not supposed to bark. Let's put him on the line. Come on, let's go potty. Yeah, he's my good boy. Yes, he's my very smart good boy. Okay, go out there and get him. Yes, we let him outside bark. Neighbors hate it. Anyway, yeah, I'm working hard, cleaning. There's nothing better to do, and I'm all amped up, very proud of myself and working hard. A year sober, 11 months so far. February 22nd will be 1 year. Today, just recently, the show before now, I just shared a year ago show. In effect, before I quit, a month before I quit drinking. And a great show. Got started at 1 hour in for the Shan Peters Blues. First time I ever sung to this troll. It's a little vulgar. Don't let the kids watch. Yeah. All my stuff's for the big kids. The big kids that need a reinforcement. Oh, there's a neighbor going to work. Hope they're watching the show. Anyway, ad-free. I suggest not eating popcorn or drinking anything. Cigar be nice, a cheroot. Yeah, don't eat popcorn or drink anything while you watch the show. That's a warning. Yeah, I override Fauci. Now I give the warnings now. Yeah, all the warning shots have been fired. Yes. I can't wait to hear Trump say, "You hired." Oh, yeah, Matt Zach. Riley, please stop barking. Anyway, I need to take a breaky poo. So who's out there? Well, should we play the guitar? Ooh, rocking and rolling with the electric guitar at 4:30 in the morning? Yeah, I think so, man, Zach. I'll take the little Chromebook upstairs. Turn my light off. In the kitchen, save money for band equipment. Yeah. Wouldn't have a band. Ever since I was a little kid, I told all my friends. Yeah, kids I socialized with at school. Yeah, I'm going to have a band someday. I don't know how many kids I told it to, but someday they're going to come out of the woodwork and say, "Yeah, remember when you were going to let me be in the band?" God, I hope they practiced. I never do. I just pick it up and play. I do. I just pick it up and play. Never practice. Rarely tune it. Yeah, I do play a little hard, though. I'm passionate. Yes, but gentle. Yes, I am. I know when to turn it on and when to turn it off. I'm a little like Cumin, though. But lots of people like cumin, especially that CUM part of it. Oh my goodness, it's so nice. Yeah, and it has a very fragrant. You know the thing about cumin, it's very seductive. You know why? I'll share with you one of my little secrets is I think cumin has a very slight reminiscence of the smell of BO. Yeah, yes, very savory. This is, oh yeah, that's special BO. Yeah, but they said BO is bad. You know, in France, they don't get to take so many showers. They have water regulations and stuff. I don't know how accurate I am, but I know they're very concerned about the water. They don't they don't shower like Americans do. No, hats off to France, and hopefully they'll patch the things up with the UN if they're not dirty. But yeah, the Super Friends are going to pull together and save the day. Yeah. Yeah, see, all this time the editor, at the local Herald where I work, has a lame old stock boy who sometimes gets a journalism, but I'm writing about cats. Yes, once in a while, yeah, I let the editor think I'm just a goofy idiot. Somebody going to make assistant manager. All the while, I've been keeping track of all the things he don't like to show me. I put a bug in his office. I did. Looks just like a marijuana roach. Yeah. Trojan horses. Oh my goodness. Trojan horse is the key phrase to think about. Oh, it's so sophisticated. I'm blown away that I thought of that I corrected code with them, all because of A.D. Justice. How poetic. A.D. Yeah, 2022 A.D. And here I am with, oddly enough, a name, a word unknown to all but me and those I told it to. Bluesalingus. Oh, it's very magical. It's my genre because I'm killing the world with love itself. Oh, mad Zach. Truly mad scientist, mad. Yeah, using my powers for good. Yeah, with all you guys' support, AD's been immensely valuable, invaluable even. Yeah, she's so valuable that to offer a price, a compensation for the value she is, would be an insult. It would be like ketchup to do when he cooks you a fine meal. Oh yes. Anyway, Tom Schuba, thinking about you. Got your book right here on the top of the deck, and I got my lovely, symbolic, pregnant. Oh, this is very pregnant. Men's X. Yes, I'm a true alpha male. All 148.7 pounds of my nitroglycerin, antiquated, highly unstable. Keep it away from the light. Oh, yes, no disturbances. For the disruptor of all disruptors. Yes, I'm a beautiful grain, an irritant in this oyster of life, becoming a big, beautiful black pearl. Yeah, I'm giving myself to you. Yeah, everybody get a plate out. It reminded some of that cartoon where Popeye and somebody or something, I don't know, it was a cartoon and all they had was a pea and they had to split it. Oh, yes, desperation. John Prine. Ain't it funny how a broken bottle looked just like a diamond ring? That is desperation. All of us little people walking around with our heads down to the ground hoping to find a coin, even a lucky penny. Yeah, you know the four-leaf clover is a thing of the past with all the EPA standards have been compromised. Yes, but lucky for me, I got a Pokemon coin right here. Yeah, another pregnant symbol material. I'll just tell you the key words so everybody doesn't have to think so hard. It's such an early time in the morning when the chickens ain't even up yet to eat. Or that cock, that beautiful cock, getting ready to tend the flock. Oh man, Zach knows how to use those trigger words. Yeah, so the Yellowstone, here's a beautiful piece of earth. It's earth. Yeah, it's God. It's an element of the earth. Even from space, all extra special because it's so rare that it should make it to the planet. But we're all composed of stardust. Oh, yes. Absolutely. See, I'm giving you perspective in spades. the crew first. This is my first private show after announcing that I'll no longer go public. You know I got a big mouth. I'm going to go back on that promise. Just like all them other politicians. Big fat liar I am. You know, anyway, it says Yellowstone. I wonder how much it costs to put Yellowstone on that rock. It's etched. Yeah, I wonder how much, I wonder what the revenue it took, the capital it took to manufacture this rock. First to find it, then polish it to a flat side so it could be, temptation to skip it. Yeah, which is what I think I'll do, and I'll make a wish when I return this to the earth somewhere, or gift it to a fan. It's my idea of merchandising, purging my earthly possessions so that I am the richest man. Yes, the richest man who has no ball and chain around my ankle, for everything is in my mind. Yes, I have the keys to the magic garden. And 3 promises given to me, secrets. I promise not to share. Yeah. But this is merchandising. Yeah, probably cost $1.99. Yeah, just to get that money running through. Because it's not about the money. It's what the numbers on the paper. Yeah. Right next to your number. 253. No, don't do it, Zach. It's so tempting to tease the financial trolls out there lurking, trying to nip at my heels. I know I own 177 people, easy math, 93 friends, pseudo friends, maybe friends, real friends. I know I got like enough that I can count on one hand that are dedicated and devoted to the things that I share, as entertaining as it is. I see an eyeball. Yes, I do. I hope it's not covered in L'Oreal. You know I like my shit natural. Anyway, Yellowstone souvenir, yeah, in the name of tourism. One of the spawned things to ideation of this carnival lifestyle that we've sold to American people while the fucking boss is doing his chiseling the round parts off your peanuts. Yeah, giving them to you all squared up. Yeah, and then turn around and, you know, acting like peanut butter was a gift at Christmas. Yeah. The coupon for it anyway. Yeah, don't mess with me. I know all the dirty secrets. I'm a snitch of the year. Snitch of the century. Snitch of history. Maybe. Even bigger than Thucydides. Yeah, and the funny thing is I'll die penniless. But I'll be infamous. Yeah. I might even make a book about me, put it in the Bible. The 67th book. Because 66, to performers out there in the entertainment business, 66 is the number of performance. At 66, coincidentally, and ironically enough, AD, I have the magic crystal on. Let's light some incense. Nag Champa, how appropriate. Anyway, as I say, there's so many things. Yeah, the magic crystal giving me all this power and support from the 5 major people. Not kind of, well, we got the crew, he's the oldest. And then Lauren, I started flirting with her because, you know, Lauren, I saw Lauren, and I felt her first. I knew in my heart she was a seamstress. I needed a seamstress, and I wanted to give her something of importance that she could do with her hands and make herself feel powerful. As the artist that I appropriated the ideation of her being a seamstress, yes, because a sailing ship, the Black Pearl, let's just say, my little Essus Plusalangus, which gets me back to the word thing. See, I'll start talking about apples, and I'll go all around the world through 1,000 years. Come back to the apples, and then in the end, the light in the classroom will dim, and you collect up your papers and walk out a king, or knight, or whichever rank you choose. But anyway, let's light this incense. I know I'm all warmed up. No, I'm not. I feel very good. I've never been happier. I'm happy with myself, and I'm so proud to share this with the few people that I have touched in my little life. And I admit I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm my only friend in God, the spirits, and those I confide in. They're special to me. But I, you know, in order to talk about things, when there are no people to talk to, you put your voice into the spiritual, into the air. Yeah, try it. Put your voice into the air, and you hear your words, and they help build you who you are. It's just like journaling. Yeah, it's different. Okay, all you writers out there, I love the woods. No, I'm just going to do another trouble. You writers out there know that when you read what you've written, you don't pick up the mistakes or pick up on the little details, the symbolism, the magic in it, unless you read it aloud. And hearing the words helps permanent it into your mind, permanently helps put it in your head and keep it there. And then when you write it, you see the words before you, and it helps further ingrain it, programming yourself with your discoveries and your questions and your wonder. We did a disservice to man by giving people labels and calling Einstein a genius, for instance, because when a man hears about a man who's done something seemingly so spectacular and unattainable to the average guy, quote unquote, he would think, oh, well, Einstein. It gives him his excuse to be an underachiever. It's all psychology. Basic psychology should be taught in public schools along with naturalism right now. Yes, that's my dictation. Yeah, no compromise there. And home, the parents need to be reunited with the children so that the parents and the children can develop an education together. Yeah, we're up. I feel like I'm 14. Yeah, and I took a pill like Flowers for Algernon with Johnny Cash. I took a good doctor gave me some medication and it healed my Alzheimer's or whatever it was in the movie, and it made me really smart. I like the smart pills. That movie about the smart pill. Yeah, well, all of a sudden I got smart, and I'm trying to share it with people as fast as I can before it wears off. I'm desperate. Yeah. I don't want to die with my kids not loving me, knowing in my heart that my kids love me. No. No way. And so that's why I'm trying so hard, because I've had too many losses not to keep trying. I can't go to the grave a big fat loser, and I certainly can't go to the grave having quit when I'm almost there. And like I said, I'll never see the riches or the wealth, but the people will have it to share. Yeah, the people will get the wealth, because that's what I'm leaving when I die. So why not just give it to them and immediately leave the money out of it? It's so filthy anyway. All the people out there who are just making it rain at the strip club so they can have some girl tell them how endowed they are, because their ego's so fragile. Yeah, I don't like it when you call me daddy. It takes a lead out of my pencil, AD. Sorry, Brian. She visits me and interrupts my dream sequences and things. Yes, which takes me to a very interesting thing. The dream world is a real world. I believe the dream world is a real world, and I believe that in the dream world you're given a life, just like a real life, a physical plane, on the conscious plane, where you're given a set of choices all the time, and you have the ability to freely choose on your own volition. Yeah, because of what's in your heart, what your heart navigates to. Where some of these Bible thumpers like to use the word moral compass. Yeah, I got your moral compass. Only my needle's dull, and when I use it to slice up cadavers, it takes a little extra work. And if they have to come back to the light because of some army experiment gone wrong, like that Night of the Living Dead movie, yeah, I want to make sure it hurts. Yeah, so even when I was 7 years old, I told my dad, my stepdad, was going to kill him with a butter knife while he slept. Yeah, in the heart. Because I knew at 7 that I wanted him to understand how hurt I was. And I knew at 7 that a butter knife was dull, and a dull knife hurts more than a sharp knife, because, 7, little boy, 7 years old. And every little boy's had a knife. I was using it at 7. Fluent in knifing, yeah, or cutlery, yeah, heavy on the cut. In the Lori, yeah, Lori. I always fantasized that my wife would be named Lori. Maybe that's my spirit wife. I don't know. I can't help it. I'm sober. Yes, you're going to have to stomach it for a little while longer, and hopefully cherish the recordings, children. This is all for my children. It all started for my kids. My amp song. Yeah, it all started for my children, so that I would have sons. My desperation to leave something physical behind that they could have in their hands, or my voice. My sharing, my nurturing, what I had stored up for them that they were denied. Yes, desperate for Cody Polk and Scarlet Ray Polk and Sarah, and let's not forget Sarah. Last but certainly not least, Sarah Elizabeth Grace Doyle. Tylock. And her husband Nick and Felix and Sebastian. My only 2 blood grandkids. Cody's first child died after birth, and I believe It was because of his drug use. You know, he was messing around with methamphetamines. And I'm sure the doctors all know what methamphetamine abuse looks like in an infant. You know, this particular infant, his name was Chavez. I don't know where Cody's head was with that. But he named... very good. And you? He named his son Chavez, and this kid died before the picture was even taken of them together. So when you see them with the baby, it's a dead baby. Had one nostril, and the brain hemispheres weren't split. It only had, it wasn't split. And some other little details, who knows. But I'm certain that it was because of the interruption in the human chemical balance of the intoxicants from the poison he ingested with the methamphetamines. Yeah, which I'm sure generates a lot of funding for somebody to have a boat. Yeah, I'm sure it does. Everyone has capitalism, don't they? Yeah, here's a thing I just put earlier because African American is trending on Twitter, and I'm smart. Thanks. I think I am. I've inflated my own ego. Yeah, if African Americans and Native Americans could have a word of hope, I may have found it. Yes, the quest. And then I shared a picture, but hopefully that gets people to come and dig through my desk. I left a mess on the desk for anyone to find all the treasure. I'm leaving clues everywhere. I could die in a moment. Who knows? Yeah, Captain always goes down with the ship, but he doesn't go down sitting there. No, he's making log entry in his logbook. Oh, absolutely. Any man in the military or anybody in his authorities before they go to bed, they catalog. They make a documentation of what they experienced that day. Sometimes they do it minute by minute with audio equipment. Yes, it's that critical. That when they went after the guy Henry Waver who declared separatism, they said, wrote letters home to their wives and their husbands and their loved ones that they were going after the most dangerous man in American history. Yeah, so you're a captain on a vessel. I'm giving you your power. You're a captain on a vessel, and you should account for everything. Yes, the stores, the supplies, everything. The crew. You pair the weak and the strong together so that they build one another. Maybe the weak guy knows something he's strong at. You pair people together with their weaks and their strengths and their weaknesses. Which reminds me, I should take some medication. Yeah, methylcarbamol for my nerve in my neck. It's a muscle relaxer, which doesn't make sense, but it does help. Yeah, it does. I learned that when I went to dry out at the Diley Ridge Medical place. Here near Canal, Winchester, Ohio. Yes. Yes, Ohio. Now, I'm going to put the world of music on while I go down and get my tobacco. Only had 14 views. Listen to this video while I go down and get my rolling supplies, and then I'll get the guitar and I'll wing something like I always do. Does that sound exciting?
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, Roger Miller, baby. I'm a nut.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, come on, baby. Let's go to work. Now we're building a house, not a church. Now it's just to eat and sleep. Now in a place for all to keep. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah. That'll get the tender rolling. No smoke blowing here, baby. I've been on the horse, off the horse. I've been on the hill day and night, stomping that bellows, blowing them coals, forging iron to be distributed among the people to reinforce them and give them their voice. I am the man pulling the sword from the stone. Yes. Come on, climb aboard. Clearly nothing good is on the shore. for more? Yeah, praying for money. Oh, I'm so bored. Oh, God's pissed. Mostly because of capitalists. Exploitation's just to fuel their greed.
I wonder how Marriott conducted business. Marriott, the hotel conglomerate guy, he was a Mormon. Yeah, I don't like to bash people's religions, so I don't mean that. I mean that with the most respect. I know very little about the Mormons, but I know it's a faith. Yeah, I know they got lots of wives in these scenarios sometimes. Or maybe that's a myth. But anyway, yeah, he was a Mormon. And I read a little book about him, and from what I gathered, he treated his employees very well. I'd like to know if there's any more material from what is it, JW Marriott? I'd like to look up Marriott and read some more about him, see what kind of a man he really was, what was published about him. You got to understand when people write your biographies. Somebody does a biography on somebody, when you know, like when Clinton wrote his book, it's just Clinton's story, you know. So a lot of it's ego. And vanity publishing is a big thing. If a lot of you writers out there have to understand why you can't sell your stories, because what they're trying to say is the writing services. Yes, the editorship, and they want to play the boss and tell you you're a good kid and you wrote something good and try to work you up if you do think of something good. They try and build you up so you run your mouth to all your friends and drum up the business for them and do their job for you. And you pay for the service. If you write a really big book and it's famous and a bestseller, it will sell itself, and every publisher will want it because they'll see the value in it. If you got to ask somebody to publish it, you're going to get rejected 1,000 times. Yeah. But you got to understand, if they can't push a product with that, they're not going to push your product. Yeah, it's a round transaction. Yeah, it's like making love. You don't just receive, you have to give too. That's why so many men are afraid of homosexuals, bisexuals and whatever. So sexually insecure, let's just say. Yeah, and their own imagination is the fixation on the possibilities, and because it's all psychology. I'm the new Freud. Yeah, using myself as a demonstration, freely, willingly. Yeah, I love being. You can't rape them, really. Yeah, in a good world, everyone's willing. Remember the 60s of free love? That's that. Usurping that twisted conspiracy too. Taking it back, re-empowering the people. All the people my age and their parents should be all on board. That's the majority right now. And then the black, so-called people, and all the ethnicities. Yeah, they feel like they're downtrodden. I should have the whole United States on my side, except for everybody who owns a business that has employees that chisel their finances away from. That promise of security with all the benefits. A.D. Krug, Tom Schuba, especially Tom Schuba. Yeah, construction management or remodel management or whatever, construction business in the management department. Yeah, he knows very well how tough it is. Yeah, climbing the ladder, working the ass off. Yeah. And the truth is, when you own your own business, you live it. You are it. You eat, breathe, and sleep. There's no taking the coat off. Yeah. Yeah, you make and you don't just, everybody says, oh, you're a business, you can take a day off anytime you want. No, you can't. Owning your own business means you work twice as many hours right off the bat as everybody else does, because your business doesn't stop when you own that business. That's a horse in the barn. You don't just hit a switch on it and shut it off for a while and so you don't have to brush it. That's your baby. It owns you now. So you better like what you do. Yeah, and if you're robbing people, that makes you an asshole, and you start to wear that asshole. You defend yourself with this tough guy image. Yeah, you make people be afraid to look over your shoulder and see the nasty things you do. Like the guy calls himself the loan god in the bank financing institution that helps people with houses for sale move them and sell them to people who really don't qualify for the loan. Yeah, the lone guy. Walker, Michigan. Get busy. I'm a snitch of the century. Where's my fucking legal representation? Paul Ledford. I hope I'm on your roster as having secured myself with my efforts as retaining your services. As you know, I only have $12,000 a year. Yes, I'm desperate, but I'm the star behind the moon. I'm gonna shine regardless. And I've already been given the promise. So I'm comfortable dying right now in this breath. I planted the seed. My death would solidify everything. I don't want to be a martyr. I'd rather see my grandchildren. But what I'm working on is far more important than anybody's grandchildren. It's everybody's grandchildren. Yeah, my grandfather's not going to roll over in his grave in disgust because I wasn't man enough to try and do something somebody said couldn't be done. I'm that guy. I do everything they say can't be done just to prove it can be. You just gotta try a little harder. And use some imagination. Think outside the box, they always say. Well, I built the box. You can't measure it. I don't fit in it. No, that's for all you demons out there. Oh, and I got the nails too. Big old ring shank, barn spikes, 10 inches long. A lot of duct tape I got from Red Green when he quit doing his show. Yeah, some of it's invitation card from China, but it says duct tape on it. Some with a T, some with a K. But everybody knows TK. And oh, that lovely, oh, everybody loves a good TKO, technical knockout. Yeah, I just took over the country with my content. Yeah, tyranny across the board. And I found all the evidence. Who's got balls? I passed them out for Christmas. Step up. AD, I know she got hers. Tom's still washing his off. He thought out of the box some Chinese kids might have handled it. But no, they were fresh off the pit bulls. Tight ones. Pre-shaven, of course. A demonstration of how to keep them maintained. Oh, they're sensitive. I studied massaging in college. I love acting. Yeah. I didn't study Andy Kaufman either. But I did get inspired by him fantasizing as a little boy, but then he was performing for camera through a cardboard box, and sometimes his family would video it. Yeah, Andy Kaufman. Knock me down, but I always get up. I love sharing with you guys. This is a picture of me and Julie. Julie Dow, my sweetie pie. Yeah, that's my devoted, my companion. Yeah, I love her. She's a good woman. Nobody ever loved her till I come along, and all those who knew her hated me. She's a plant that I know tend, and no one but I say who gets to share her fruit. After she says anything. I hope you guys rewind that and watch it from the beginning. That was truly spectacular. If I do say so myself. Oh my goodness, if I don't get some great. Anyway, I don't care about money. I don't. Because through my caring about people and forgetting about the money, forgetting about myself, they will care about me, make sure I have what I need. Yeah, if somebody likes me playing a guitar, they'll make sure I got one. I think there should be a musical instrument in every house. A stringed instrument and a keyed instrument. And if you're fancy, you got a few bucks, or you're smart, you grab a reed. Reeds are, oh yeah. My stepdad, was hoping I'd play sax because he was influenced by the 50s, that yakety sax song. Awesome song. But so was Grandpa Jones, and what was that one song? Buy you a guitar and put it in two, and you'll be rocking and rolling soon, impressing the girls, playing hard licks. Oh yeah. Speaking of which, let's play guitar. It is 4:58 a.m. Cops are settling down somewhere in America with a hot cup of coffee and a donut playing on YouTube, and I hope they find this video. Yeah, or something I did. I know they have to because I do hundreds of thousands of videos. And I use all the trigger words to get the attention creatively. Yeah, they know I'm not a threat. I'm a big teddy bear. Yeah. I just soon love you body. I know what blood tastes like. And cutting a body up ain't nothing to me. I cut animals up, all kinds of them. I wouldn't want to cut up a loved one, though. No. One time, here's a story. One time I had a dog. Her name was Dusty. And she was a half German Shepherd, half wolf. And Dusty, oh, she looked just like a wolf. And she was scary looking, timid, but she was a lover. I'd go away for a little while. It could be 5 minutes, and I'd come back home, and she would love me like she'd try to get right inside my heart and feel it beat. Yes. Separation anxiety, maybe? I don't know. But she loved me. And she was very defensive. She took off running, and it's a dog walking across the street with a lady. She's walking her dog, and there's double lanes of traffic with a turn lane. So there's 5 lanes for traffic on Burton and College Avenue, Burton Street, College. And right on the corner, the northeast corner. And it was 5 o'clock. Traffic was packed. And she was with me by the side of the house, the west side of the house, at the side door to go into the kitchen or down and descend into the lower staircase. And she saw that dog as she took off through that 5 lanes of traffic. She got all the way through the 4th lane, through dense traffic, moving. She ran into broadsided the rear quarter panel on the driver's side of the car in the 5th lane. And I swear to God, as my witness, a little piece of poo-poo went flying right out of her butt. It did. She hit that car and literally shit herself. Yeah, I saw it fly through the air. I'll never forget that. She came right back to my side, and she was like, ooh, that was kind of a scary day. Anyway, she passed away, which was remarkable. And I wrote about it in my book and in my blogs. She passed away, and when they found her, she was in a yard, backyard, fenced-in area near Rockford, in a place called I can't think of the name, but it was a cul-de-sac. And the neighbors called the cops because the dog had passed away or gotten sick, and the little dog that was with her, American Eskimo, miniature, was barking, throwing up a fit, talking, trying to let somebody know there's a problem. And the animals are very intelligent, sentient beings. Yeah, very intelligent. Anyway, the dog, the little boy, was barking and threw a fit, and then the authorities came, and my mother, the woman I was taking care of, Jean Brand, Julie Brand, and it was Jean and Dick. And Dick had passed away from ALS, and Jean had Alzheimer's, and she answered the door, and they were like, yada yada dog, and she was like, yada yada, I don't have a dog. And she closed the door, and they went out back. They took the dead dog, they took the live dog, they sold the dog back to me for $60, and then I had to pay a fine or something. I can't remember the detail there, but anyway, yeah, I got the dog back. Well, I called around, I got a taxidermist on the phone, and I said, I want to get my dog stuffed. I swore I was gonna. I was in that hillbilly frame of mind, country boy frame of mind, where I was gonna take that dog when it died, and I was gonna cut the hide off of it and cherish the hide, because it was a piece of useful material goods, a gift from her physical body that she could have left me, like the giving tree. When the giving tree gave everything, were meant to be a stump the old man could sit on and rest after his circus trip in life. Yeah. And so I wanted to take the hide in half because it looked just like a wolf hide. And then she died, and I was like, I'm gonna have her stuffed. I can't skin her. She's too beautiful, and I love her too much. I couldn't ever skin her. And sentimental hogwash, old man Potter says, from It's a Wonderful Life. Anyway, yes, I'm a garlic eater. Anyway, wanted to have her stuffed, so I called this taxidermist. Taxidermist says, I ain't stuffing your dog. Everybody said they wouldn't do it. One guy, he says, yeah, I've done it before. I can't do it. And I says, why? And he says, well, because, they by the time they get the dog back, they've already healed from the pain of the loss, and then they don't want to pay for it. And then I'm stuck with a stuffed pet. And I can't stuff one more hamster. And I says, well, and then I started off on my sales pitch talking about, oh, that's some pig. Yeah, three-legged pig. Oh my goodness, that's some pig. I couldn't sell it. You know, and it's still long story. The joke is, well, pig that good, you can't. Pig that special, you can't eat them all at once. Because it had 3 legs and it did all these fantastic things, save it for the fire. Anyway, the guy says, yeah, I can't stuff the dog because by the time you get it back, you won't want it. And I told him all about how fantastical this dog was, and long story short, by the time I got done talking to him, I changed my mind and he wanted to do it. Oh, I'm a good salesman. I could sell some dope to the pulp. I could. And I could. I'm not saying he'd use it on himself, but yeah, I could do that. I could sell dope to the pulp. Yeah, what I'm giving you is dope. My words, my energy, these things I'm sharing. 80 thinks it's magic. Maybe it is. I don't know. But if I resounded to call it magic, I don't know what I would think of myself. I don't know. If that's up to anybody to value it. If you want to value it as magic, call it magic. Because maybe it is the human spirit, the energy, the chart. Every one of us are magic, filled with magic. It's just some of us figure out how to use it. Like Harry Potter. Yeah, you got to study. And I love studying because knowledge is power. And I was brought up with Schoolhouse Rock. The Schoolhouse Rock and how a bill becomes a law and all that. Yeah, and for me to not become from the teachings would be my shame as a man, American man. I'm giving you my underbelly, showing you how sensitive and caring I am. Yeah, I'm not a big tough guy. Unless I need to be. I'm as big as I need to be. And I'll take what I can take. And I'm not dead yet. 52. A lot of guys never saw 52 who did great things. Yeah. Not that what I'm doing is great. I mean, I'm not a creator. I'm a small-time creator. We're all creators. We're all magic. We're all artists. We're all teachers. The minute everybody understands that, we're all... See, back to the Einstein thing. See, Einstein... His dad spent time with him and showed him things and taught him things. And one day, when Einstein was 4 or 5, maybe 3 even, I can't remember, but I read a book about him. So it has to be true. Yeah, because somebody cared to write about Einstein. Yeah, and not many people got a copy of the book. Very little public. Anyway, I got some special knowledge. So Einstein... His dad showed him a magnet, 2 magnets one day, and showed him push the magnets around with their own force. And Einstein got to thinking. He died thinking he was a failure, but he did all kinds of spectacular things that only he could do. With the assistance of the support of the fellow scientists and mathematicians and physicists and things, and whatever other thing I didn't name. But yeah, Einstein, he got to looking at them magnets, and it made him think, wow, that's magical. And he had to understand how it worked, a lot like Howard Hughes buying that hot rod and taking it apart when he was 14. Yeah. Anyway, Einstein died a failure, thinking he was a failure. But every day they come up with reasons and stuff, and they say Einstein was right all that time. Everything they found out, he said it was true. Yeah, well, anyway, they said he was a genius. And yeah, what was genius was he applied himself to the thinking process. He went on the quest. He left the world and chose the quest. He didn't study sports statistics that didn't relate with his teachings, for instance. Let's play some blues. Nice, smooth, jazzy blues. See if I can figure it out. Yes, I talk too much. I love talking. I do. I'm supposed to be a teacher or a preacher, my Chinese zodiac said. Come on now. You know, if anybody really knew what perfect was, no one would say there's no such thing as perfect. Well, perfection is in the trying. Every time you try, it's the act of perfecting, hopefully. I'm a perfectionist who can't find a guitar pick. Well, I got one here somewhere. Magical guitar pick. Let's use this one from Timothy Mitchell. It's a little thick, but I think with my extra thick Stevie Ray Vaughan style heavy E string, I won't break it. When you're artist. Save it. Make it up, because I try. Anybody can do it. And I just gave you another song. Yeah, I just gave it to you. Magical. I dreamed of being a musician since I was a little boy. You know why? Because I never got any attention. I knew that if I did stuff like they did on TV, that my parents would pay attention to me, give me love, make me feel valuable. Get their attention, make them feel special. You know, the give and take and the yin and yang, the balance in a relationship. That's why I'm Captain Mad Zach, instrumenting this fantasy that I'm under maritime protocol type thing with the authority. Captain with a crew, dedicated, a family. Yeah, delusions of grandiosity, they would say, to dismiss me. Yeah, well, you are what you think you are. I think, therefore, I am, someone once said. Who knows? All you smart guys out there. I know that some of my crew, Tom Schuber's one of them. Some very priceless conversation with Tom Schuber last night. Yeah, I'm going to print it in the book. All these conversations I have are all going to be printed someday. And that's where the key, I need everybody to understand this internet thing, okay? With the beast that I've found, the things that I've discovered, everything I'm doing and saying, At the push of a button, they can destroy my library of Alexandria that I've created to share with the world. Like when Tesla wanted to give everybody free electricity. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. Giving you my electricity for free. Yeah, I'm not trying to sell product. I'm trying to give you back the knowledge that you need to produce the products you need to have. So that everybody knows their worth as the sustainer of the self. Yeah, we've taught, let a bunch of kids into the city, which is the forest. Abandon them in the new forest. At the circus. Remember with Meyer 50 Acre? Hats off to Meyer, first store to ever accept food stamps, which is one of the reasons why they were so successful, along with doing their own shipping. Fred Meyer, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Yeah. Yeah, he was a big deal. And they had this oasis where you could leave your kids and go shopping, especially holidays and birthdays and Christmas. And they show that got exploited, used by bad guys, and there's some child molestation that went on, or inappropriate things. But they're deviant parents who dump their kids off there and things. Other nasty stuff, like people leaving their kids in the car while they're in a casino for a day and a half. Yeah, I've been around. Got to read my book. Oh yeah, I read it to you. With all that, remember that story, the part of the story about that lady who had the boyfriend with a stripe tattooed on his back, and like put the little girl and the baby in the room with the puppy pit with the dangerous puppy, beat it about the face and held it by the back legs to make it mean and vicious, and then paired the child and the dog together in the room, and the dog pooped all over the place, and there was poop 5 feet up the walls from the child. Oh, very nasty. I saved the child's life and the woman's, restored her dignity so she could fix it. Yeah, it's a nasty story. I don't really like sharing that. But I want you to, I'm sharing the hope and inspiration, the sparks for the fire to keep you warm. And the notes on how to make the sparks yourself. Yeah, giving you my spark. Handing a flame to you. Yeah. Native Americans, some of the tribes. I don't know which one, so forgive me for being loose on my details, my journalism. I'm more of a gonzo journalist, yeah, Leaving Las Vegas, or no, not Leaving Las Vegas. What was his name? Anyway, gonzo journalist. Forgive me, I can't remember his name, but that's me. Yeah, dangerous, unpredictable. Although heavy on the dict. It's always something with the word dict in it, ain't it? Yeah. Balance your checkbook. Anyway, accounting. It's all about accounting. Captain on your ship, your authority. Find yourself in your journal, your logbook. That's the formation of you. It's your drawing board in life as an inventor of self. And if that drawing board's always interrupted, if I'm the neighbor, and I know you got lots of money because your old lady's got a good job, and I get you hooked up on dope, I can bleed you out of your money by corrupting you with the dope in your existence and keep you from doing the details on your drawing board to make you rich and move away from me. And I have nobody to use and laugh with while I steal your intel to undermine your family and screw your wife. Yeah, welcome to Business 101. I'm the fucking captain here, the dictator. Yeah, dictator. Giving you the power to be dictators of your life. Yeah, dictating, educating, teaching people. I like 1 lump of sugar in my coffee, not 2. That's a dictation. Biden, he's so silly with his speech impediment. Dictation, he says, dictation. He so teases me because I always want to get him on that. That's such a, talk about putting yourself out there. It's dictation, Biden. Tell you what, you say that in my house when I'm in the right mood, oh, you're going to have to take some Dawn's pills for that backache. Yeah. Might need a neck brace, too. Yeah. 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 Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, not really. It's fun to say, though, isn't it? I'm an actor, a thespian. Yeah. In a man's body. Yeah, small man, but bigger than life itself. Yeah, God made me. Yeah, he busted me on the cheekbones many times. Yeah, and you don't have to believe in him. You have to believe in the earth. The earth is God. All those crystals, God. Yeah, God. Thank you, Eddie, for for your special magic you've gifted to me. Yeah. Anyway, I'm crazy old Cat Mad Zach. Just crazy enough to give a damn. Yeah. Just crazy enough to give a damn. What do we got here? Got special Christmas presents. 5:18. I've been on air for. I got 2 more minutes before cops get upset because it's hour increments they bill for with their special psychiatric pay. Yeah. Yeah, they get paid extra for watching my show. They love it too because it's probably the only time they get to sit down. Although I would recommend any man out there who's smart, businessman. Oh yeah, might want to take the time to actually sit down to pee. And that might be the only rest you get because the war is on. Yeah. But be careful about me being around. If I'm in the same area, I might sneak up behind the outhouse and put a package of firecrackers in the vent. Scare that shit right out of you. I'll do you a favor, you don't have to buy any toilet paper because it'll come out with such velocity. It won't even leave a mess on the cheeks. You pull your pants right back up, load your gun again. Yeah, and take a shot at me. I'm waiting. I'm the Man of Steel. Oh, yeah. I learned something from the Avengers. Yeah, they made me. And I'm giving myself to you. Yeah, Zach, that's enough. Take a hot shower. I'm going to. Yeah, Lauren, get that baby blue nightie up the back of the door. Yeah, Julie's not home yet. Yeah, hi, Julie. Don't watch. I'm just teasing. Anyway, oh, yeah, back to Lauren. See, Lauren, before I go, Lauren Shea, she's a specialist in my seamstress. Yeah, I psychically knew that. But she is an example of a cross-section of American women. She's the American girl. Yeah. She's the American girl, and I've treated her like that. And I've loved her as a man should appreciate another human being, first of all, especially a woman. Women need to be cherished. Yeah, without the women, there's no life. Funny how that works. It's ironic because God made woman for a helpmeet. Lord Shea was always given that grace, that respect. Yeah, I treated her like she was my own wife, as a friend in a relationship, not to be looked at as a thing to be had, but looked at as a tool to be instrumented, a gift, my power to become creations for herself to share. Yeah, and I'm tell you what, I want something big. Hurry up. Yeah, like necklace of these beads that I'm gifting you to trade for the earth. Yes. I'm giving proverbial magical beads, tending the garden of life with my fertilizer to make that magic beanstalk grow. So we can slaughter that giant. Ho, 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 green giant. Yeah, fuck that sell-by date. Get smart and learn not to throw your food away. Yeah. Now, Blues Lingus, that's the art where I make love to my muses through my art. Yeah. I'm the chef, the master baker. Yeah. The master gardener, tending the garden of life. Yeah. Yeah. Working with God. What could be better than have the gift of promise of everlasting life? And it's easy because all you got to do is be selfless and smile. Yeah. And the world is yours. Life, existence, eternity. Yeah. There's nothing like watching a pot boil. Yeah. When you got a magic pot and the water just starts bubbling. You don't have to wait 5 minutes. Yeah. Watch pots never boil, they say. They say a lot of things to interrupt you, disrupt you, and get you to make more money so they can sell you more American cheese. Yeah. You end up with a kid you're not proud of because you abandoned him at the circus of life and you ate too much cotton candy. Oh, I mean business. Yeah, peace, love, who dares. Yes, I'm a little bit silly. Yeah, but that's the beauty of it. I'm beautiful. Yeah, I love me. Busted up teeth and all. And if I love me, I certainly